Who knows Jimmy better than his father, of course? Michael, and it's lovely to see you again. Michael, I think it's the second or third time you've come in to see us on the radio. But
yeah, I think it's second time. I think first time was in Grenada.
It was.
And
he passed another record there.
He'd just gone past Botham's record.
Yeah.
And yes, so we had a nice little chat over tea, I think, didn't we?
In Grenada, yeah. And there were still years ahead of him, but now...
Yeah. It's a very strange week and an emotional sort of week. It's going to be difficult. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for him, but we've sort of spent the last 21 years planning our summers around cricket and test matches, and so yeah, it's everything's going to change.
No, I mean, and it's easy to overlook that. Actually, the fact that. Well, I mean, I know Stuart's family very well, and they went through that last summer, and it's easy to forget that all those who are the support and have been part of the life, it brings the curtain down on that as well.
That's it. We've met so many wonderful families. We sat there with the Roots this week, and Ollie Pope's mum and dad are there. Obviously Carol and Nick Stewart and Chris. So yeah, we're hopefully we're going to keep in touch with all them, and we'll still meet up occasionally, I would have thought. Unfortunately, the Bearstores aren't here this week, which is a shame. But yeah, it has been incredible for us to meet all those people.
Yeah, I guess you knew it was kind of on the cards, or if not this match, but one not too far down the line.
Yeah, it had to end eventually, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and he's 42 this month, so
it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous for a fast bowler to sort of keep going until that sort of age is just well, it's unheard of, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, he still looks fit. He still enjoys it. So. But yeah, I think it needed someone to tap him on the shoulder and say, maybe you've done enough.
Yeah. How did you feel when you found out that was it?
Again, mixed emotions. Really, it was. It's not particularly unexpected, but it's still. I don't know. In a selfish way, you don't want it to end, but.
No.
But yeah, it's. Nobody can take away what he's achieved.
Yeah. And does it feel like a celebration? I mean, are you in a box or something over there? There was talk of you all getting together and being together and stuff. I mean, are you celebrating this, or is it just a sort of overwhelming sadness?
No, absolutely, we're celebrating it. We're in the main stand with the other families, right. And it is a week of celebration, really. If somebody plays 188 tests and takes 700 wickets, you've got to celebrate, haven't you?
Yeah. How do you think he's taking it? I sat down with him on Monday. It was really interesting to him talking about bowling, actually. But he was determined. You know what Jimmy's like? Determined he's not going to show any emotion. He said, "No, I'm not going to stand there blubbing at the end of my markers," he said. But you sort of felt that when he said it, actually, there's a chance that he might just feel it a bit and have a tear.
I think you can see in his face sometimes there's definitely the emotion there. We stood there ringing the bell yesterday morning. Yes. His girls were ringing the bell, and you could see him look up, and
definitely
there was definitely a bit of a lump in his throat, I think, when he saw the girls doing that. So yeah, it is going to be an emotional time for him as well.
Yeah. Is he shy? Is he? I mean, people talk about him as sort of almost chronically shy. Is he?
I don't think so. No. I think yes, he is. He probably is, but it's when he's at home with the family and the kids, he's just a normal guy.
Yes. Yeah. And that sort of the grumpy side that you see sometimes as well. Is that inherited, Michael?
It's probably from his mother's side. Yeah.
She's here, you better watch out.
I know, yeah.
But I suppose what it does, though, there is that emotion that makes him a great fast bowler. I mean, you've got to be able to get yourself angry and fired up, and because it's a painful business.
Yes, yeah, definitely, yeah. I think he's to keep going for as long as he has done, you've got to have something inside you that makes you go out and do the training, do the overs in the nets, and so you've got to have that fire in your belly to be able to do that.
Yeah. He's always been incredibly focused, hasn't he? I mean, he knows what he has to do. Those hours that he spends bowling by himself in the nets to just try and perfect things. Is that something you can trace all the way back to the very early days of childhood?
Well, yes. Yeah, he can remember every day when I used to get home from work, he'd be stood in the back garden with his bat and say, "Come on, Dad, bowl to me."
That didn't necessarily help very much, did it?
Yeah, well, sorry, no. It's,
When did he start bowling?
He always... I mean, his action when he was young was always very similar to his action now. And he just wanted to play. He'd play any sport. He'd play football, darts, cricket, golf, snooker. He loved his snooker. But any sport, any ball game, he was just desperate to play.
Yeah. And so you bowled, you played?
I bowled a little bit of dibbly-dobbly, yeah.
Probably rather better than that. But did he come and watch you, and he'd be playing on the outfield while you were playing and so on?
Yes, he did. I mainly played for the second team at Burnley, so I used to come down and watch the second team. When he was old enough, he used to score for the second team, so he was always around the ground, and he's got two of his good friends from Burnley here this week as well, David and Gareth, and they've sort of been together for 30 odd years, and the love of cricket has always been there.
And when did you think, hang on, he's got something? Because I mean, all proud parents think that their kids are great at everything, but when did you think, actually, hang on, James is going to be all right? He's really got something.
I've been asked that question quite a lot, and it's very difficult to put a finger on it. I know he certainly, when he was sort of 16, 17, he had a real growth spurt.
Right.
And he went into winter nets, and he put on a couple of yards of pace, and there were guys there that Tinning bowled the year before.
That was at Burnley, the winter.
At Burnley,
right.
Nets,
so still in clubs,
still club cricket.
Coaching,
yes.
So, yes.
Yeah, and there were guys sort of saying, because it was one of the sort of artificial surfaces and really hard and bouncy, and the guys saying, "No, I don't fancy going in and playing against this." So, but yeah, I mean, as far as sort of playing at this level is concerned, it's very difficult to say. When he sort of when we sort of felt that he was good enough to play at this level.
Yeah. And who picked him up? Lancashire, just word got to Lancashire, did it?
Yeah. Well, he played for the under-15s B team at Lancashire. Didn't play in any junior sides before the under-15s B, and then he played for the under-17s, and it was Jim Kenyon and John Stanworth that were the coaches running the under-17s team at Lancs. And he just sort of progressed through the junior sides from there. He played for the under-19s. He played for the England under-19s.
Yes.
And then I think he got his contract at Lancs when he was 18. It was Bobby Simpson that signed him on at Lancs. And everything just progressed from there.
I think he was at his most frustrated when he went through that period of... I mean, now, going back those years, there'd be cones all set up, like the M25. And poor old Jimmy would come out. He hardly played a game, and he'd be out there bowling, and they're trying to sort out his bowling action. I remember sitting with him at a bar somewhere on tour, and he was kind of really low with it all. Can you go back to that time? And did it frustrate you as well, watching that?
It did, absolutely, yes. As you say, I mean, we've been on trips to... I think we went to South Africa, to Cape Town. He didn't play there. And we just sort of went round to the nets at lunchtime and just watched him bowl in the nets. Bowling
soul destroying, really.
Yeah, but if you... I think he still believed in himself and believed that he had the ability to play at that level and wanted to work on his game and just work really hard, getting himself fit and getting the action right and learning different deliveries and...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult to watch him do that.
Yeah. Favourite bit for you? What are you going to take away when you drive away from here, or wherever it might be tomorrow?
Could be, yeah.
And you look back on it, and the curtain's been closed. What will be your really special? I really think.
There's so many. 21 years. It's very difficult to put a finger on it. The first time I saw him play for England was in the World Cup at Cape Town,
Yes.
against Pakistan.
What time ago that?
When he took, he had 4 for 29, I think, and man of the match, and that was a very special occasion. I had my dad with me at that game, and my brother and nephew, and that was an amazing experience.
Yes.
I think the other one that stands out was the Ashes Test at Trent Bridge.
That's one he picks out, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which for me,
10 wickets.
Yeah. And the final wicket,
Yes.
I think they were about 14
That's about all it
short.
was. Yeah.
And
A little inside nick.
yes, which the umpire didn't give, and
No.
I think they used hotspot at the time, didn't
They did.
they? And it was just a little hotspot on.
It was Haddon, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah,
That was a tremendous.
yeah. I think he said he sort of he looked Haddon in the eye and did you nick it? And
And you.
yeah,
Well, Michael, look, thank you for coming to see us.
pleasure.
I don't know. It must be so mixed for you. Celebration on the one hand, and then kind of the end of an era on the other.
Yes.
So I remember sitting in this very box, his first game all those years ago, running in and bowling up Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Mike Atherton got a bit of a contest as to how many live wickets we've seen, and I think he's just seen more than me, which is incredibly frustrating. But we're around the 670 areas, I think.
Right.
We've been there.
That's more than us.
Well, there you go. I've loved watching him bowl. Thank you, Michael, very much for coming.
Absolute pleasure.
Enjoy
Thank
however much of the game is left.
you. Thank you. Thanks, Jonathan.